Welcome to GREEDWATCH 2018, a Kamen Rider O's recap podcast. My name is Coriander Dickinson, and I have with me Josh A. Kagan.
Hello, yeah.
And Adam Wasserman.
Howdy.
This is episode 26. We've got Ankh, The Ring, and Fully Loaded.
Ours is Ankh, Ring, Pile on Everything.
Yeah, motherfucker.
That's Date's Odan order. Just pile it all on. I want it. I'm hungry.
All the bits.
That's a very, boy, that was more of a G-rated joke than I expected.
I'm a hungry boy. Oh, also they're fucking. How's that?
That's not... You went way too far in the other direction.
They're gently fucking.
That's not...
So at the start of the episode, we were reminded that Date is a medical professional.
Yeah.
I right off the bat have a question. If AG is housed, by the way. AG had a fight with a parrot at the end of the last episode, and his combos are hurting him real bad. But now he's got like all of these bruises and road rash and shit. Is he chafing? Is he inside a metal body, or is his... because we see Date's heads-up display, and it's very fancy and Trey Tony Stark. We never see that for AG. So I am working under the assumption that he's not in armor. He just becomes a super metal person. And if that's the case, where are these scratches and bruises coming from? I'll take my answer off air.
I was going to suggest that maybe he transforms his body into the exterior shell. So that's actually his skin. It's just suit colored.
Oh, no. I guess that makes the most sense, but I hate that even more then.
What if I told you it was just like a trope and it didn't have to make sense?
Oh, it's like when Beetle Bailey gets beat up by Sarge, and then in the next panel, he's just wearing a sling and he has a black eye.
Yes.
Just poof.
Yeah, it's how you know that shit has gone down, because there's some makeup-y bruises and cuts.
Okay.
Otherwise, he'd look like he'd be whining about nothing.
Yeah, we can't have that. These kids, they're whining, and they're 2 pairs of underpants. Anyways, everyone's like, well, it's Ankh. Ankh's finally gone bad on us. He's turned. We left him too long in the drawer, and now he's just he's all bruised, and we have to throw him out. He's bad bananas. And AG's like, no, I believe in him.
He kind of believes it. It's not that he believes that he's good so much as he's just like, I don't think he did the things you're saying he did.
Yeah.
He's doing a slightly different, roughly equally bad thing.
Well, I'll say this. Every once in a while, AG is able to put 2 and 2 together and get like 3.5 or, 4.5. He's close. But he's the one guy who can figure out that Ankh is just following this Yummy to figure out who the fuck has his core metal.
Yeah.
Which is like all well and good, but everyone else is like, yeah, but the Yummy's still murdering arms. I'm like, yeah, I guess. And AG's like, yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, well.
I actually feel like AG is unusually smart in this episode.
Yeah,
he's got galaxy brain and is putting all of the dots together.
Maybe it is like as his body becomes more and more broken, because boy oh boy, I don't think Homeboy stands up straight the entire episode. Like he's basically just a bag of flesh and bones at this point.
So it's like a blind person being able to smell better?
I don't think blind people smell that good.
I mean, if they use the right deodorant.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. It's like a person who can't smell being able to see really well.
Yep, that old trope. Anyways, so they gotta find Ankh, figure out what's up, and also Date is like, hey, and isn't it crazy? It's a bird Yummy. I guess he's a broiler chicken. That was my translation, anyways.
Yep.
Over to you, Corey. Did Date also call the parrot a broiler chicken?
Mostly just chicken or some sort of fried bird that they eat, and then constantly Goto is like, it's a parrot. It's very clearly a parrot. Please stop. No, shut up. It's a parrot.
It's cute. Those two are real cute. Date's a scamp. Anyways,
yeah.
now we're with our boxing fella. Boxing's been pretty bad to him, Howard, but the Greed is talking him into going back into the ring. Boxer's like, nah, I don't wanna. And the Greed's like, well, how about these flashbacks?
And how about these blue gloves? Don't they look pretty? Don't you want to wear them?
He's like, well, one more time would be really nice if I could just punch a specific dude in the face over and over again.
Who really wants to be
Be
punched?
fulfilled.
This
Yeah.
is this relationship. It's the kid from the last episode who's like, man, I wanted to punch you and be punched by you, but then you suckered out. Now who will punch or punch me?
I
Yeah.
want to be punched by you.
Meanwhile, Ankh is lurking on top of the warehouse roof nearby,
Yep.
and I'd like to actually call attention to a bit that happens during this where Hina is talking to Date and Goto about what she witnessed with Mr. Injured Boxer Man, where he is punch drunk and staggering all over the place. And she's like, AG is also staggering all over the place right now and really hurt. So maybe this O's thing isn't that healthy.
Yes.
And the two guys are like, Date's like, well, O's isn't really my specialty. How about you, Goto? And Goto's like, yeah, I don't know either. So who can say? But probably yes. probably he's dying.
I would also like to go back to the previous scene with the boxer, and I just like to say that it ends with him like looking wistful, and then there's like a ding, like as of a boxing bell ringing, and then it cuts to the credits, and it's pretty great.
Oh, it is more magnificent than that. He touches the gloves, and as he gives in to the manipulations of the yummy, the doors swing open into the ring outside. It's just like whoosh, boxing.
Ding!
Whoosh.
It's on. Finally.
This is a particularly well-directed episode. Like, it's not great because it's Kamen Rider 000, but there are like a few visual things in this and some neat stuff along the way and some judicious use of editing, and it's always pleasant. I never have anything interesting to say about this, but I always like to note that when an episode has a little more going on than just sort of Power Rangers shit. Whoever directed this knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they even do like some match cuts and all sorts of nonsense.
So after the credits, as Corey pointed out, Hina's just like, hey, I think this is bad for him getting punched all the time. And they're like, yeah, but what can you do? There's like 30 episodes left. So sorry, my man. We got to go.
And Goto's decided, he's talking to Date, he's like, you know what? I think I should go back to my real job now. Even if it means I have to prostrate myself and beg, I will do it.
Oh, yeah.
Probably next episode, I guess.
It's a weird conversation because Date is like, yeah, you're going to have to S some Ds. And Goto's like, I'll S a 500 Ds. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a real sad failure and crawl back. However, I did have a real awesome revelation. If anyone who listens to this show is a fan artist of any sort, I realized who Date and Goto remind me of.
Oh?
Prozac.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's true.
It's like I had to stare.
Big guy
I was
and
like,
a little guy.
what am I? But specifically, I
And
feel
Goto
like
doesn't have a neck, so that's weird.
Yes, both of their heads weirdly float above their shoulders. Yes.
And Date is always speaking in that like thick German accent.
So maybe it's not a perfect comparison, but
No, and he's carrying a guitar around.
Josh, I don't know if you're aware, Prozac was very popular in Canada.
So popular.
Oh, it's almost as if I cherry picked a reference that I knew the three people who listen to this podcast will get. It's almost like I have some gentle awareness of where this is being played. Yeah, weird. That is weird. No, they are an impossibly huge band. Did they have the more than one song, or did everybody just sing "It Sucks to Be You" for 5 years?
What? No, that's not. They got Mobile Charade,
Uh-huh.
like a strange disease.
Nope.
Oh.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, there's like 3 hits they had.
There's like at least one more.
Anyway, so if somebody out there can give me my good boys cosplaying as Prozac, or I will also take Prozac cosplaying as Goto and Date.
Yes.
So,
all right.
Since Goto is talking about Kogami Corp, we cut to Maki in his Beetle with his puppet sidecar, and he is on the phone with Kazari.
And this is extremely important. he is still looking at the doll while he talks.
It's always important.
Mostly they're just establishing that the person who is using the core metals that belong to Ankh could not be Uva because Uva sucks.
And it's not Kazari because apparently Kazari can't be arsed.
Wait, but I thought they came to the conclusion that it was Kazari. Or no, it's not Kazari. Yes. So it's Uva. But
But it can't be Uva because Uva wouldn't even use anyone else's core metals because he thinks it's too risky.
Yeah. Doesn't want to turn into a big elephant thing.
No, who does?
For some reason.
These
Nah.
days, in this economy.
And then we get the additional reveal that Maki is actually parked outside the Couscousier where he is spying on Chiyoko.
And we finally found out why.
Because she reminds him of his sister.
Oh,
He's got
I
a
thought
sister
was
complex.
his mother.
wait, is that his sister or his mother?
His sister.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he slams his head on the horn and it goes beep.
Oh, you forgot? No, we overlooked an important part of this origin story. He's standing at the grave of his sister mother, and then we pan down to his pathetic, tear-stained, stupid little hand.
This isn't Chinatown, Josh.
No, but it's important. Let him continue.
No, I know. It's his sister mother.
They pan down to his stupid, tear-stained little stupid hand, and clutched in it is the doll.
But it's wearing a dress.
A fetching little jumper.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Mm-hmm. Appropriate for a funeral.
Yes.
I had always assumed the doll was male. I mean, I guess it still could be.
We don't even know the doll's name.
It's true.
Yeah. You know what, Adam? This is. I feel like this is a teaching moment. I too assumed the doll was male, but then I realized that the doll obviously has made its own choices. I don't know the doll's pronouns, so I will use it in them.
Yeah.
Obviously, the doll went through some sort of change over the years. Who's to say? We will probably learn more.
I guarantee it.
Great. Good meeting.
Anyway, so the boxer's all strong again. He's all punchy. Punch,
Yeah.
punch, punch.
Ankh is still perched on the gym roof, not unbird-like, and Boxer has more flashbacks, some mid-punching flashbacks, about the nice young man who really wants the Boxer to punch him in the face and or punch the Boxer in the face.
Meanwhile, at nice young man punch face gym, everyone is training and very lightly tapping some punching bags and sparring and talking about how great boxing is.
Except for Boxing Boy. Boxing Boy is wailing on some guy. Bam,
Yeah.
right in the kisser.
Because he's real mad that he doesn't get to
Yeah.
punch the guy. And as Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young said, if you can't punch the one you want, punch the one you're with. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I only know Ohio.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
That's not even...
Do 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 do
Do-do-do-do.
do
Do, 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 do.
It's the do 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 song I know.
Keep
And
it in your
everybody says,
pantry
do,
with your
do, do.
cupcakes.
Wait, what?
What?
Is that Prozac?
No, it's
What?
Mrs. Robinson.
Oh, yes. I don't listen to... I try to... Lyrics are none of my business.
But I heard you do.
I mean, as a
do,
writer,
do,
you probably
which
want
is,
to avoid them.
It's not unusual.
To be loved by anyone. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's good.
Yeah.
Baby Shark. Do 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 do.
Do-do-do. People love that Baby Shark.
Brief digression. I just today participated in a world record breaking attempt at doing the largest Baby Shark dance, which supposedly we succeeded at, although they'd have to submit it, so I don't know how we'll know. Until
There's a dance?
yeah. Have you never watched the video?
Not really, no.
There's
No,
a dance.
it-
There's
It
actions.
happened at
It's-
Desert Bus, and I wasn't at Desert Bus. And then I mostly heard through Ian, my partner. He came back. He's like, "There's this song about a shark, and it goes do 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 baby shark."
that is incorrect.
Yeah, well, I never latched on. It didn't imprint on me.
Well, it's for small children, so there's like a small child doable dance, which is about my speed.
So did you do it?
Yeah, I did it. Oh, and the baby shark and Pink Fong were there on the stage,
Oh my God.
dancing along with everybody. It was great.
That's so good to hear because as of like a few days ago, Baby Shark was still in rehab for that DUI.
Oh God, why
Yeah,
do you do these things?
Los Angeles, why do I do these things?
So anyway, the parrot shows up, and Date shows up, and they punch each other.
In the boxing ring, they do some Wrestle Boys moves.
Yeah, they do some boxing.
Oh, this is very gratifying. I was like, please let this be the rest of the episode of Parrot Man and Robot Fellow just like really thumping each other and jumping in the air and figure four in each other or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Do you want it to be like They Live, only with Date and a parrot?
Yes, in a boxing ring. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Even in a back alley.
Oh, yeah.
With a big, like, garbage can. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Put on the sunglasses, parrot.
Squawk!
Then they go outside, and it's not as fun, and Date gives himself some snazzy arms and some snazzy legs, and he gets the shit absolutely just beat right out of him. Like, it just does not, it's no good. Nobody can take on this powerful chicken parrot.
I think he could have taken that parrot, but the boxer dude was hearing that parrot talk about how other boxer dude wanted to have a fight. And so he's like, no, please let the parrot kidnap me. I want to fight. Even though I haven't prepped and I'm not in my, like, competition weight.
And also, not for nothing, you're a giant evil parrot, and that warrants at least 5 minutes of conversation.
So the best part about this is, he's like, no, take me away, parrot. And I think he thought maybe the parrot, like, they were going to walk or something, maybe.
Call an Uber.
Just, like, grabs him around the waist and flies off, and he looks fucking terrified. And he's like, I did not think this through.
He sure did. Man, it's like you just can't trust a giant evil humanoid parrot.
Like, and I'm imagining him like the parrot landing, and he's like, okay, look, I do want to fight this guy, but I just need like 5 minutes to just like fucking throw up, okay?
Yeah,
like, I just need to throw up a lot, like everything.
You gotta throw. It's basically any hole you have, stuff is coming out of it.
Yeah, you gotta give me 5 minutes to like deal with this before
you gotta change
before
your
I
shorts.
face my destiny.
Yeah, no. This is also that was filmed. The shot of the parrot taking Punching Boy away. That was filmed at like 1 frame per hour. Like it's just like it really is just like zoop. It's real. Yeah. It's real.
The parrot had
dumb.
to return to its home planet.
Hey, I will always go for a Poochie reference. Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm going to bake you a cake.
Ah, sweet.
And eat it.
Oh. Well, I hope it's good.
Speaking of, Kogami is busy baking a cake, and Satonaka's checking her schedule. She's like, dude, there's no birthdays today. And he's like, a birthday could be a surprise.
No, he's like, it could be a surprise! And he does the thing he does.
Yeah, in my translation, I just wanted to point out the wording that they use for this is like, you never know, birthdays happen suddenly. And it's like, no, actually, it's generally the opposite of that. Like, you know when birthdays are happening.
I mean, maybe not the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everybody else knows.
Birthday.
Everyone else is pretty aware, like, hey, it's Ted's birthday because they just got pooped out.
I'm saying sometimes you get pooped out when nobody expected it.
That's true. There is like I didn't know I was pregnant. That delightful series that's always just reenactments, and people are like, "Yeah, I just thought I had the burps, but then pooped out a baby."
I meant more like when the baby comes early or late or whatever. Not so much that you don't know at all.
Oh no!
Okay.
Are you saying you have never seen the joy that is? I didn't know I was pregnant.
I am saying that, but I am familiar with the trope of ladies not knowing that they're pregnant until they suddenly have a baby.
Yep.
I saw the first season of Mad Men.
I appreciate that Satonaka has a schedule with which she uses to compare. Like, what day you're going to eat a cake on is really, really crucial to know when you're a secretary.
She's on top of it.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I firmly believe that Kogami would literally make sure he had one staff member for each day of the year with a birthday as part of his hiring policies. But perhaps because of the tremendous loss of the Ride Vendor Squadron, there's some holes in the schedule right now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
he probably has to deal with like the birthday paradox and everything. Like, he's probably got hundreds of staff people. There's probably so many duplicate birthdays.
Maybe he likes those. Maybe he's like, shit, I get to make 3 cakes today? Best day of the week.
But he's not making cakes for, like, the steno pool and HR and whatever the fuck, right? Like, or
Look, cakes are going to be made, all right? Regardless of what happens, cakes will be made.
That's a good boss. He is literally a cake boss.
Yes.
It's not that exciting. I mean, it's pretty exciting, I guess.
I mean, he doesn't need a nickname, but Cake Boss is his nickname.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. All right, well, we did it. Meanwhile, at the Couscousier, he's gone. He being AG. The two gals are like, "Where's AG?" Because he's just a bag of meat with bones in him now. He's like that guy at the end of RoboCop who just gets hit by a car and pops gently.
Oh, no.
Also, like, whenever AG's not on the screen, other characters should be asking, "Where's AG?"
Yes.
I'm just making more Poochie jokes for you now. I'm trying to cater to you.
Oh, I didn't get that one. I'm sorry.
God damn it!
Date and Goto have checked every dojo in the city, every boxing gym,
Except
every
that one.
location that a boxing could happen.
It's a hard target search.
AG drags what's left of his stupid broken body into the ring and is like, "Hey guys, as it turns out, there's one more place."
I asked some people, did you think of asking people where they might be? Because that's what I did. I'm a detective.
Hey guys, when you were looking, did you try trying?
Did you just like poke your head in, go nope, or did you like say, "Hey, does anybody know where these dumbasses might be?"
You know what? Because they were kissing. They were just hanging out.
They were.
Oh,
They weren't
no.
even. You know
Oh.
what they say? They searched everywhere. I think they were just making out.
They searched everywhere.
They searched everywhere on
No,
each
no.
other.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. So AG's like, hey, it's the place where he had like his pre-competition match. It's sentimental for him. It's a very special location. I have the address. I'm just gonna take the only vending machine in town and go there very fast.
By Zoom.
Also, if I have to, I will beat up Onk. Don't even worry about it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
fine.
Well, when we get they're like, "Hey, you might have to beat up Onk," and then of course we get some. This episode is 45% flashback.
True.
I think it's even, is it the pilot episode or episode 2?
I think it's like episode 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
When basically the two of them make AG and Onk make their gentleman's agreement, like, "All right, well, I'm going to use you to get these things, but if I have to ever murder you, I probably will." And AG's like, "It's a deal."
Yeah, it's like, "Good night, AG. I'll likely murder you in the morning."
Yeah. That's my favorite Poochie reference.
Nailed it.
Nope. But then we flash back to reality, and AG's just like, "Yeah, well, you know what? I promised I would beat him up if I had to, but today is not that day." He
That's
really does not want to beat up his frenemy because they're buddies.
Meanwhile, the two boxers are being idiots, and they're like, "Yeah, good. We're gonna fight. Let's fight. It's cool. We'll do it." And the parrot's like, "Yeah, here, let me start your fight by shooting a fireball into the ceiling." Where it turns out he knew Onk was perching the whole time.
Now Onk joins the delightful "every bone in your body is broken" club.
Yeah.
Because that is a fall. That is not just like, "Oh, I tripped on my Matchbox car collection and took a dirt nap." No. That's a real swan dive into pavement.
Maybe he fell on his arm, and he's okay.
Yeah. And the Yummy's all like, "I knew you were following me, and I'm here to take your core metals, in addition to all the cell metals I'm generating while these two doofuses punch each other."
But fortunately, AG to the rescue.
Sort of.
And he's like, "Yeah, I figured out your stupid plan, Onk. You gave me your medals so I'd take care of them. You wanted to find out who had your medals, blah, 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 blah. Just let me fight now." And Onk's all like, "Yeah, you're an idiot, but you're a useful idiot. Good job."
Yeah,
He
thanks,
throws
buddy.
him the medals so we can Tatoba.
It's time for fighty.
And they intercut between the fight between AG and the chicken parrot, and between Puncher and Punchy up in the gym. And that is, I actually have a note, this is actual good filmmaking, because it's always a surprise for me. Like, it's not the Battleship Potemkin, but like, there are 4 people having an equal kind of fight. We also understand that both the boxer and AG are suffering from different versions of the same malady, which is if they get punched too much, their brains will leak like a soft, runny ramen egg, and they will die.
Mm-hmm.
AG and the parrot just sort of like fight through the boxing scene.
Yeah. Everyone's
Which
fighting.
is great.
Everyone's having some good punching. Goto and Date show up, and they're like, "Hey, guys, enough of all this fighting. Because Boxer, you're probably going to die if we do that." And Boxer's like, yeah, well, what are you going to do? And then he turns into the shrug emoji, and then they keep punching each other.
And Dottie's like, fine, I guess I'll go fight the parrot then. And the boxer's like, good, let's do this. And then they just both punch each other in the face.
It's a classic end of Rocky mutual punch 'em off, a 60 punch, if I my terminology correctly. Oh, but Date says my favorite thing in this scene that a human has ever said. When Date's like, hey, boxer, your brains are a blancmange and they're going to leak out of your ear. You 100% totally have to stop boxing. And the boxer's like, yeah, no, go fuck yourself. And Date says, this is my translation anyways, it's hard to deal with things if people want something more than their own lives.
Yep.
It's true.
It's true, but also what? But also true. And then they box each other in the face real hard. Yeah. Outside, AG is getting what's left of his butt handed to him. And Ank's like, hey, I've got some constructive criticism. Fight gooder. And AG's like,
you're moving so slow. What is your problem? It's like you got horribly, horribly injured very recently.
Yeah. And AG's like, yeah, guess what, fuckball? That's your fault. and Ankh retorts in his usual Oscar Wildean way, shut up.
Dottie's like, guess I'll henshin on up then.
Yeah, everybody henshins and they do it.
And AG's all like, distract him, please, while he's like leaning very heavily against some equipment.
Oh, yeah. AG asks for a combo. Is like, hey, I need a combo that fights fire. And Ank's like, okay, but if you do this, it's going to hurt you. And AG's like, yes, I've been paying attention this entire episode, just like everyone else. We all understand that my health meter is at like negative 1,000.
I'll do it real quick. Don't even worry. It'll be fine. I'll just do it for a second.
If this were a game of Contra, you would need a couple extra quarters real quick. You're just about to get smushed.
It's like, I'm just going to do half a line. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I can take it.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I just need a bump to keep going here, okay?
And Date's like, okay, well, I was saving up my big move, so everybody stand the fuck back, because here's my big move. And then, and I was like, oh man, I'm so ready for Date to pull out some cool ass shit. And then Date basically pushes the fucking go gadget everything button, and every goddamn trick in his Swiss Army knife body, like it's just boyoyoing. It's just shovel arm, caterpillar feet, cutter wing, drill arm, breast cannon, go gadget jetpack, whatever. And it's just like everything.
How you like me now?
Yeah, how you like me now. He hits the how you like me now button.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, that's stupid as shit. And they have a good
laugh. Date with everything.
Bam.
Yeah. And AG still goes full blue man and uses like his drill octopus leggies to like shatter the parrot and then collapses on the ground for no reason. I'm like, I think Date could have taken the parrot.
At that point, maybe. But,
yeah.
AG's addicted to the combos.
Same.
You gotta have them.
Same.
Yeah, he's gotta have that delicious cheese filling.
He's got to cheese his hunger away, is what he has to do.
So the two boxers have knocked each other out. They both wake up, and the older boxer is like, oh, my magic arm is no longer magic anymore. The feathers have gone away. My hand is broken again. But I'm going to train up and fix my hand, and I'm going to come at you, even though I will probably die. And the other boxer's like, good, I'm glad.
Sounds good, man.
That's the right thing. That's the good choice.
I'm going to keep this champion title warm for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he the champion? Because, like, they never had, like, an actual match. Like, you'd think that nobody would be the champion until they arrange something. Like, you don't just
Default.
Ridiculous.
Is this our first yummy victim who goes through an entire 2-episode arc and learns, let me check my notes, jack shit?
I mean, no, because fat dude.
Yeah, I guess fat dude is still fat. But I feel like especially this guy, like this would be an awesome opportunity for him to be like, wow, I've destroyed my body and I'm on seconds away from death. You know what? I'm just going to walk it off. I'll see you for punching in a couple of weeks.
I'm really concerned about the message that this episode is giving the young children.
I feel like he started off in a very mature mindset where he was just like, yeah, I'm injured. I shouldn't box anymore. I should take care of my health. And then the parrot was like, here's some boxing gloves. And he was all like, yeah, but other people had to lose their arms in order for my arm to heal. And I don't even think that's worth it, except for one more round.
Okay, here's my in-universe explanation for this. So between that and the end of the episode, he got punched in the head like a bunch, and he probably just got way dumber.
Yeah, that was literally going to be my pitch as well. He's just not making great decisions because for a living he gets punched in the face. But it still runs parallel to Eiji's story, because it's not like at the end of this Eiji's like, well, that's it. Better find somebody else to put on the dumb suit because me and my underpants are out of here. Because he's like, I'm going to keep doing this too.
He does have a better reason, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like, there is a philosophical choice. Do I keep doing this thing until my body is just a broken pile of butcher scraps? And the answer for both of them is yes.
That is the Kamen Rider way.
Well, I don't care for it. And I think,
okay.
I want to know.
Then you'd be a bad Kamen Rider.
Oh, fuck. Don't even get me started. I would be a terrible Kamen Rider. I would be so bad. I would never fight anybody, and I would just like go to I'd go to skate parks and like try and do cool ass moves and impress everybody.
None of us would be recruited to the Kamen Rider Initiative. Like,
listen,
it's
I
not
feel
happening.
like
Corey, I disagree.
Like I could make like at least a passable attempt.
Nope. No.
I already know my henshin like motions. They end with double finger guns.
Pew pew.
Ooh, strong.
I think
and a wink. A little wink.
How would anybody see it?
No, before I henshin.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think, Adam, no offense. I think you'd make a darling Kamen Rider. But I think out of the three of us, Corey I think Corey has the tools and the talent to get this done.
I mean, agreed. But I also feel like Corey wouldn't want to.
I feel like I carry a lot of responsibility anyways. Not sure the additional strain would be healthy.
Yeah, you have a lot to do.
All right, but somebody puts a coin in Ian's head and suddenly
Oh no. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh man.
I don't even
want to know what happens if you put a coin in Ian's head.
I don't want to know.
Nobody needs to find that out.
No one.
Oh God.
Do not.
Oh, I've got the whole episode like, oh, I need more Twitch engagement for whatever it is I do on Twitch.
Oh, Josh, you poor sweet innocent lad.
Yes, I know that for the purposes of reality, they're the most famous Twitchers on the planet. I get that. For the purposes of making up a show, it would be like, oh no, my engagement's down. If only there were a way. And then somebody puts a quarter in it. What?
That's not my
that is
that's
so
not my
straightforward.
Objection. My objection is that's not what would come out of Ian's head.
No.
Oh gosh.
No.
Have you seen Akira?
No.
Look.
Anyways, we haven't finished the episode yet.
Or like Furikuri even?
Date and Goto are like, hey, Ankh, Eiji's busted, so you have to babysit him. Bye.
Yeah, where are they going?
Goto's also like, sorry for accusing you of all that stuff, I guess.
And Ankh's pithy comeback is, what? He's so clever at that one. And Eiji and Ankh have the 9,000th millionth version of the conversation they have every episode, where Eiji is like, hey, how come you not turn like other guys? Greeds, where's your body? And Ankh's like, yeah, well, the only thing you need to know is that I'm working until I can be fully revived, or I might need a new, better body.
Yeah, with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the body.
And we see Sinister Other Arm watching in the
Corey,
distance.
you
and
skipped
we cut to
Corey.
Kogami, who is like, happy birthday, dear. And then he stops. He's icing the cake. And he's like, I don't know who this is for. I don't know their name. Maybe I should have checked on their name. And then one of the red feathers falls onto the cake. It's like, end of episode.
GREEDWATCH2018. 18.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. 18th cake.
18th cake.
18th cake.
You know what? When I started doing Cake Watch, I really thought there were going to be more consistent cakes, at least.
I mean, we are 26 episodes in, and that means that I mean, 18 cakes out of 26 episodes. That's a pretty good batting average.
Well, except there was that one episode where there was like 8 cakes, which really boosts the numbers.
Yeah, but still, on average, that gives you. I don't do.
I guess that's at least one per arc, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right.
It comes out in the wash. Hey guys. Generally, I don't watch the coming up next week because
Oh gosh,
I generally have better things to do. But today I did not. I am very excited to report that these next 2 episodes are probably not going to make a fucking lick of sense to me.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this.
Corey, take it away. What do we got coming up for this next arc?
I have no idea. I watched the preview for what was coming up next, and I don't know what's going to happen, but we've got, like, another arm and some promo business for, like, the anniversary of Kamen Rider, for, like, their 1000th episode.
Yes.
I've actually seen those episodes, and I don't remember what happens either, so
but they have
zero help.
So we're about to get into, like, the 12 Doctors like, this is like, it looks like we're gonna see a lot of Kamen Riders.
I'm not sure.
I'm expecting some, like, shocker monsters from, like, OG
definitely shocker
Kamen
stuff.
Rider. Definitely shocker.
I don't know if other writers are actually gonna show up or not.
No, I think it's just the people
I feel like
in
they
Kamen
won't
Rider
because
O's.
that's in the movie, and they want to, like, save their their best for the paying customers.
I suspect maybe what they meant is that, like, if you were to watch it at the time that it aired, maybe during, like, the commercial breaks, it would be like, here's another Kamen Rider memory. Remember when this guy punched this monster in the face? Good times. We've been doing this since 1971.
It's possible that they are going to do something like that.
Yeah, we're going to end up with a villain that is so extra, you won't even see it coming.
Oh, definitely.
I'm
just
But
psyched.
this episode,
I'm super psyched.
This episode I enjoyed. This episode had some quality in it.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good arc. A good, solid arc with a good sort of unclear about the future ending. I'm actually kind of happy that the boxer's story ended on a downer note. Like, I'm glad he didn't die, but he learned nothing. And I kind of like that, especially in children's television. Like, hey, sometimes people don't learn lessons. Sorry, kid. And Date and Goto are real cute. Adam, what do you think of this episode?
I liked it, except for I feel like the moral of the boxer being like, I'm gonna box anyway, is maybe not intentionally a downer, and I'm a little concerned about all the kids who are, like, now old enough to box, who are boxing and, like, gonna be like, I'll box till I die, and there'll be no more children in Japan. There will be a whole generation that's lost to boxing related traumas because of this, and it's sad. Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening. This has been GREEDWATCH2018. I'm not Kamen Rider.
She
I'm
gave it away.
Dickinson.
We did. We found out. God damn it.
You can find me on Twitter at Apslar.
I'm Josh A. Kagan. How's it going, everybody? Everybody, you look great today. Thank you for listening to our program, as always. You can find me on Instagram at Josh A. Kagan. There are pictures of my dog.
It's true. It's a good dog. I'm Adam Wasserman. I am on Twitter at Gold Sarcasmium, where I don't tweet until, like, one day I tweet like 15 times out of nowhere, and then I stop again. And also Instagram, where I almost never post.
Did you post about the Cats trailer?
No, because everybody pretty much covered it.
That's true.
I don't know what I would say. Except that, like, it was weird and kind of off-putting.
You know what I have to say? I feel like
they're the wrong size.
Oh, the scale. That is on the laundry list a mile fucking long of what's fucked up about the Cats trailer. The scale is right up there. But I will say this in Kamen Rider 00's defense. I think I would have found those cats 1,000 million times more terrifying, those uncanny valley fur beasts, if I hadn't spent the last, like, 6 months of my life watching these weird dead-eyed homunculus animal mashups. Like, the cats and cats are all terrifying. Nothing is more terrifying than giant fat cat and or sexy nurse cat.
Can you imagine Dame Judi Dench's face on the Jelly Lion?
Oh, God.
I can actually.
It's like
I think she would bring the appropriate amount of gravitas to Jelly Lion.
Well,
But
then.
is he a jelly lion or a jellicle lion? That's our show.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep.